So
And we're
these are
back.
our these are our first players. We have 2 from the USA and 2 from the EU, I believe.
Yeah. We got Knss, Tortuga, Rowdy, and LilUziBird.
Have you heard of some of these people players before? Because
Um,
I
well,
I don't know.
LilUziBird, I do know him. And then I've heard of Rowdy. I think I've ran into him a few times in pubs. But Knss and Tortuga, I don't think I've seen them play. But we are missing some some player info, as some of you may have noticed.
Apparently, there's actually 3 US players.
Okay.
Apparently, Tortuga is from the US as
Yeah.
well.
So I got some info on Rowdy and Tortuga. Rowdy is rank 5,112 on KSF, rank 1,700 on SH, has 93 group placements, plays at a 1.2 cents at 800 DPI with a 100 yaw. His favorite map is Tuscany.
Wouldn't expect that to be someone's favorite map, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's a long one.
Yeah. I'm not sure where Tortuga plays because I'm looking at this info. And it's definitely a little different. Rank 35,564, 0 group counts, and only 100 hours. So I wonder if they play somewhere else that's not KSF. But the favorite map is Warriors. It might take a few minutes for us to get started here. Randy's still getting everybody added to the server.
Again, this was a very last minute group to be added. And yeah, hasn't helped with the planning.
Just as a reminder, everybody, we are raising money for the Starlight Children's Foundation. We're aiming for that top spot. That's our current big goal. We need to get up to $8,888.89 to overtake the first spot. We currently have $8,117.67 raised. And make sure to do !charity for all the incentives and seeing how much we have raised. Randy is also currently just now getting the map pool.
So they haven't really practiced.
Yeah. So this could be a very interesting match. Looks like we got the map pool ready to go, and we're gonna be starting pick ban. So let's look at what these guys have nominated. Got Boreas, Race, Botanica, Hourglass, Curious, Zoomathon, Surf and Turf, and Derpus.
They've single-handedly picked some of the quickest maps and some of the longest maps they could have.
Zoomathon? What even is like the
quick
average completion of that?
Probably like 2 minutes 40, 2 minutes 50-ish, maybe 3.
Yeah, it is a long map. I definitely wouldn't say it's the hardest map, but because of the length of it, it's going to be interesting seeing these guys trying to complete it in 10 minutes.
Well, to complete it, you'd need to go through at least one third of your time, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So we're only going to see probably a couple runs.
My assumption is it will get banned.
Yeah, most likely. I mean, I'd be curious to watch it. Just to see what happens. So Grassland has been banned.
That is fair. Tortuga bans Grassland.
Yeah. I definitely wouldn't be surprised if Zoomathon does get banned.
I'd be more surprised if Zoomathon doesn't get banned.
Exactly. And Kismet has been banned.
So not tech stuff, as I see.
And it appears we got an anonymous donation of $20.
Thank you for whoever did that.
And Zoom Boys has been banned.
Okay, so Zoomathon doesn't get banned. Ooh, okay, doesn't.
But does not get picked.
Surf Curious, Surf and Turf, Surf Boreas, Surf Botanica, Surf Diverge, and Surf Flow. Interesting.
So for those who don't know, a 2-minute timer is going to come up now. Basically, if anyone donates over $100 with the map swap power tool, they can pick one of these maps.
Randy, apparently Rowdy said his ban was Curious.
Okay, well, we've got a very interesting dilemma. Turns out that did not go through, so give us 1 second.
But I mean, I guess in the meantime, I can talk about the timer. The 2-minute timer, you get if you spend $100 on Tiltify, you can opt to swap out one of the maps that have been selected for another map that's in the pool that has not yet been banned. That can definitely be a big power move to help you throughout your match. Or if you guys just want to see a certain map, then that can happen as well.
We actually should have our maps now.
Yeah.
Surf Listless? Sorry, Surf Derpers and Surf Race. I really wanted to see Race. Surf Botanica and Surf Listless. And then Surf Inspire and Hourglass. I'm glad that they didn't decide to play all on the same server, because Inspire with on ping is a bit
rough.
Yeah, beat up is a bit annoying. So this is the 2-minute timer.
And I know I've been the example pretty much every single time, but yeah, you can definitely swap it out. And It maybe irritate somebody, maybe not, maybe make somebody's day.
Do you want me on the EU server, by the way?
I wonder if anybody has the exact number of times we've seen the donation swap happen.
I think, well, from my knowledge, it's only happened twice, but I wasn't like I haven't seen all of last yesterday, so
I think somebody was saying it might have been 3 or 4. Not 100% sure of that.
you know, I pracked race for my match, and I got like a decent time on it, and I was really hoping it would come in, and then it just never did.
Race is a fun one. I enjoy that map.
But we got your favorite map, Derpus.
Yeah, not a huge fan of that one. That is a struggle map for me.
It's a struggle map for a lot of people, I think.
Yeah.
The scripts on it aren't the easiest.
Coming up into the final seconds here of the donation swap. It does not appear that anybody has donated the 100 in time. So this will be the final map pool. But we will give it a couple seconds for delays. Randy is currently loading up multiple versions of Counter-Strike right now. So might be a moment.
Okay, our map pool is locked. Surf Hourglass is a tough G1 if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's one of those maps that's super close in times.
I believe .x has rec on it, doesn't he?
I'm not 100% sure about that. I wouldn't be surprised.
It is a .x type of map.
It definitely is.
No, I'm not. What? Yeah, will do.
But yeah, Hourglass is one of those maps where it has a lot of completions. In a way similar to like Boreas and Demise, where a lot of people have completed it. So getting a really good time there is a lot harder because it will literally come down to milliseconds.
And the start is a boost as well, so
yeah. And X does have the world record with a 38.993.
Forget who has Derpus record. It is a it's an old map, I believe. It's an old map. It's a very old map.
An older map.
I actually think 3 of the maps here are .x records. I believe Surf Race is a .x record, or maybe it's a Rodder record. I don't remember completely. But I know Botanica is. Race is Rotter, yeah. Okay. I thought so. Maybe I'll, yeah. I am so glad though that they updated Race with the final stage. It's not so awkward anymore.
God, give me the go ahead and I'll switch the map. Didn't want to do it on Connect. Who is Tortuga, by the way?
I can confirm these four are in a voice chat, so they are talking to each other. Knss has said they're ready.
It appears everybody is now ready. Just waiting on Randy to load up the production real quick. So because this is kind of last minute, Randy is typing in everything manually. So just give him a moment.
Apparently, Knss' mouse has stopped working.
That's not good.
No, no. I think
Yeah,
Knss was ready because he did say ready before. Now his mouse is working. Looks like.
Yeah, it appears everybody's good. Let's give me the countdown.
So the run that Knss is on right now will not count because they started it way before the timer, but they didn't have any of the stages completed, nothing, so they had no PR. So they may be learning the map for the first time.
LilUzi is here in stage 2 and appears to be going half sideways. I think this is the first time I've actually seen anybody surf this half sideways.
Oh, it's probably the first time you've seen someone surf this in general.
I've completed it. I think I've made progress.
I meant to add it's not a common map to see.
Yeah, no, it is definitely not common.
It's an old map. I know stage 3 has a very annoying skip to hit.
Yeah.
It appears that LilUzi is surfing this half sideways because he is more talented.
Again, Knss still in a run that won't
count, yeah.
Count. So I think they're just trying to get a completion to learn the map and then get another completion afterwards, which is a bit. I wouldn't. I would have just thought to restart.
I mean, yeah, like given I don't know, like given the practice, definitely like, you know, you could take like 3 minutes to learn the map for the first time, but I feel like it would be better, you know, getting a comp earlier than like learning it at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because okay, now Knss is restarted, so this run will count.
Yeah, no, it's definitely interesting seeing this half sideways. It definitely does not seem like an easy map to do half sideways.
Where was LilUzi in the half sideways show match?
Honestly.
Also,
Knss
Rowdy,
is on stage.
you go.
Oh, I was just gonna say Knss is on now stage 2, but he's completely gone to stage 4.
I was just gonna say that Rowdy did kind of just overshoot the end zone and like missed it, but I think we are seeing some first times come in.
Yep, by
Yeah.
both LilUziBird and Rowdy. A 254.38 for LilUziBird and a 149.84 for Rowdy.
And just getting word from LilUziBird that they just got half sideways binds like 10 minutes ago.
Knss is on stage 6 currently. One shot, I think, stage 5. Let's see how they go. Rowdy's time was a 49.84.
One can right now. I think yeah, Knss is coming up to the end of stage 4.
LilUziBird was a
Oh, no, stage 6, sorry. 254.38.
Knss with a comp of their own, a 150.11.
Definitely gonna have to see Uzi get that time down, which might be a little bit of a struggle half sideways.
Yeah. I mean, but to be fair, Tortuga doesn't actually have a comp either.
Exactly.
Knss is already on stage 3. Rowdy's time was a 121.19.
And it appears Tortuga is kind of struggling with getting the distance into the end zone.
It's very awkward because you get a lot of height. It's maxed out that last ramp, so...
Yeah.
Knss, I think, is on a one-shot from stage 4. Haven't seen anything too bad. And he's on stage 5.
You couldn't pay me to try to one-shot this.
I've done it with skips.
And it appears Uwu got a 3-minute 29 seconds, 0.73.
So I think Rowdy is the only one with a one-shot right now. LilUziBird with another comp, it's a 159 on the dot.
And it did not count as half sideways, so I wonder if he was going forwards that time, realizing that it would have actually been a lot closer than he originally thought.
I don't think Knss is coming up to a better time.
There's a lot of spots to mess up on this map, so it's definitely a difficult one to improve.
There's a lot of time to be lost as well with all the skips and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, if you can do the skips and... Yeah, if you can do all the skips and get everything one shot, then you can definitely save a lot of time.
Knss overshooting. Knss does get another comp. I don't think that improves though. No, it doesn't. It was a 219.78. Ooh. I think Kin's going for one shots now. They mucked up on stage 2 and they've instantly reset.
It looks like Rowdy is currently on the last stage.
That last stage for half sideways must be really annoying.
And sets a 121.46. That is not an improvement.
What's Rowdy's PR?
Um, Rowdy's PR is a 118.67.
It's not bad. Knss is, I think, overflicks, but it's still gonna make. And it improves, so I can't really complain about much. That was nice.
I am curious
Yeah.
what LilUzi can pull out of his back pocket. See if he can get that time down.
Knss is missing the head surf on stage 4, which removes all downward upwards momentum, which gets you down to the finish zone quicker.
Yeah.
Though Knss is on last stage now, on a one shot. Knss looks like they're about to comp. Yep, that was
I was
a
just gonna
match.
dump curse it.
It's a 128.69.
And Uzi with the 158.34. Still half sideways.
Tortuga needs to really get a better time here. So Knss is already on stage 3.
Tortuga is started surfing after the timer was over, so that won't count.
That's a bit of a rough time for Tortuga then.
Yeah.
I don't think Knss is going to improve again. They've find a ramp. Yeah, they've just failed in S5. I don't think they've.
Yeah, Uzi's still in run. Still going half sideways. Gonna have to see what he can do here. Currently in a pretty safe spot, I would say, though. At least for phase 1. But you never know what could happen.
Though he's 30 seconds behind both Rowdy and Knss.
Yeah. And that's where it gets a little bit more interesting. And it looks like he gave up on the run.
I think that's our first map done.
Yeah. That was definitely an interesting one.
Yep.
Currently ready checking. Seems like the NA guys are ready.
Knss is ready.
All right. It appears Uzi is going forwards for this map.
Knss is also straight into a run.
I would imagine we're going to see at least a couple one-shots here.
I think Knss is going for a quick comp as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's so important to just get any time down in this format of competition, because a DNF, you're basically just hoping that somebody else also DNFs and you have a better time than them on some map. Or just
Yeah.
overall.
It'll be interesting to see the routes that each player takes.
Yeah. I have a feeling we could see a little bit of variation in their routes.
I mean, Knss not looking the most comfortable right now. They do get a complete though. It's improved. It's a 1:10:28. The first comp of the map.
Rowdy messing up on stage 3, going for the restart.
Knss with a better stage 3 and 4, but then doesn't get the right ramp.
Tortuga is currently on stage 4 and messes up. Hits the side of the ramp. This is also one of those maps where there's definitely some spots that are a little bit difficult and can cause a lot of failed runs. Especially if you're going for the one shot.
I remember stage 6 back before the change happened. And that was annoying to get into because you'd have to either head stuff like really aggressively or you lose all your units basically.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely do enjoy the change in this map.
Knss going for the B hop on stage 3. Does stage 2 to 3. Has so far one shot each stage though, so we're faster than their previous time. That route is weird. Normally you just surf down. I wouldn't flick off that ramp if I was Kin.
Dyslexic. Do you want to kind of explain for anyone new what type of map this is? Because obviously they're stage and linear maps, but this is obviously like a hybrid of them. If you like to kind of explain.
For anyone that's not in the know about what type of map this is what we call a staged linear. So it's got properties of both staged and linear, which is why you see the player be able to go from stage 1 to 2 to 3 and transition throughout them. So instead of the connectors being a teleport where you like say you want to get like as much downwards momentum, you just want to keep as much units as you can through the connectors. It's all about transitions and keeping as much speed as possible.
Yeah, like the way I like to think about it is you could play this like it is a stage map, and say you messed up on whatever stage, you'll get teleported to the beginning of that stage, but you can also just go straight through it and treat it like it's a linear map.
A really good stage linear map, in my opinion, is Unravel. because the original stages of it are quite like you can do them at stage, but once you get like speed, you can there's multiple different skips you can do on it, like, and they're
Rowdy's
intended.
coming up towards the end right now.
Knss with
And sets a 50-50. That is a PR.
Oh, Knss going for the surf on stage 2, connected stage 2 to stage 3. It looks like Knss knows some of the WR route, but seems to be struggling to actually put it together, because anytime they've gotten to stage 4, they've mooned the actual transition to the last ramp.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely going to be seeing some elements of the WR route in these runs, simply because there's a lot of skips and stuff that aren't really too difficult in it.
I think the main difficult one is the stage 4 skip. To get really good, you really want to get as a little height going into it.
Uzi's
Knss
coming up towards the end here.
Has gotten the stage 4 transition, going into stage 5 with more units than before.
Uzi tapped his S key right
Oh,
before going
no.
into the end zone.
I think Knss doesn't know you can head surf.
Yeah.
I
was curious to see if we'd see the head surf. Because that in itself can be a little bit difficult.
Knss improves again with a 102.04.
That is a pretty big improvement.
We are still waiting on Tortuga and LilUziBird to get comps. They're really letting it wait.
Was that English?
No.
I was like waiting for you to actually say something.
Completely blanked.
Tortuga is going into stage 4 right now.
If I was either Tortuga or LilUziBird, I'd just get a comper at this point, because
Exactly.
You just need the comp.
Yeah, the comp is so important right now for them.
Knss going into stage 4? That's a really weird transition.
It appears Tortuga was just going to go for the comp, but then opted to reset.
Oh, Knss doesn't make stage 5.
I am curious to see if we're going to see a comp from Tortuga and LilUzi.
They really need it.
Yeah. If Uzi didn't tap their S key right before going into the end zone, we probably would have seen a pretty decent time.
Knss back on S5. Carrying a bit of speed. They will make it this time, but I think they're gonna... Oh, they've made stage 6 with speed. This is gonna be an improve. And they've improved with a 56.74.
Definitely seeing some massive improves from Knss.
Yeah, Knss swerving to the end is a bit interesting. That end is I think just a box, so I don't actually think it matters. The pressure is on Tortuga and LilUziBird.
Uzi going into stage 5 right now. Oh, and Tortuga hits their face on the outside of that window there.
The new window that got added.
Yeah, that was the new one. Just going for the comp right now. Just got to put something down. Puts down a 101.45.
So not the worst time. Could easily be a lot better though.
Last round is here. Bird's definitely feeling the pressure.
Knss goes straight into S5. Spines the ramp. They're not going to improve. It really is up to LilUziBird. He's going for the skip.
The best thing he can do right now is just put down a time, especially with the difference between him and Tortuga's times on the last map. I think this guy's aura farming.
I think he's just playing for fun.
Oh, it's okay. I guess just threw it. All right. Okay. I guess Uzi's eliminated. That was interesting. Yeah, we going into ad break here.
So we are again doing this for charity. This is my brain went to go say this is all for the charity. So we do thank the players for playing. They're all here just to have fun. We are raising money for the Starlight Children's charity.
Yeah, and we're still aiming for that top spot. We're starting to make some progress on it. Got to get to $8,888.89 Australian. And we got some cool incentives going on. Definitely check out the Tiltify. Use ! charity. And we also have the auction going on for the mouse pad, coaching from Randy, and the cat book. So do ! auctions to get some more info on that, because if you don't follow the guidelines for that, you won't get your bid put in. Seems like Tortuga and Rowdy are both ready.
Knss has said 1 sec, and Knss is ready.
All right. We're gonna be starting off on Rowdy. It's another one of those maps that I just enjoy the styling of.
It's good to look at visually. I don't like running it personally.
I gotta agree with that. That's why I said I like the look of it. It can definitely be a bit of a pain to run sometimes.
I had to run it for the 1v1 comp that happened, the Bum Cup, so I'm very familiar with the map.
Yeah, I haven't ran this a whole lot, but I have noticed when I have ran it that it can be very difficult to improve your times sometimes. Tortuga is getting towards the end of stage 1 here. Now entering stage 2.
Knss is about to direct into stage 3, which is just getting to the portal with downwards velocity. They don't head surf on the edge of that. I don't think they're too familiar with it. Is that a B-hop? I didn't even know there was a B-hop on this map. No.
Yeah, no, I was not aware of that. Tortuga currently in stage 4. I'm gonna have to see if they put down the first time here, and does not appear to know where to go on stage 4.
Are they just looping? Knss is on stage 4. They have comped it before. Stage 4 is hard with the skip. They take the long way around that ramp. They don't make the B-hop. But they are just going to go for the comp, it looks like.
Yeah, just like we said earlier, just getting a comp down is so important here. Like, even if you're messing up with a stage map, just get the time down, just to get something on the board. Tortuga seems to be trying to learn stage 4 here. It does not appear that they have a completion.
They make it to stage 4 quite quick, though.
Yeah, Tortuga has is at 2 minutes on their timer right now.
Oh, basically, Knss is as well. But Knss, I think, does know the route. It's just getting there. They've hit the B-hop. Yeah. They tried to moon like they were going for the skip, but they didn't have enough units for it. So they've reset. Also, it looks like the stage times are bugged.
Tortuga opted for the reset. See if they can get that timer down a little bit for when they do manage to get a comp.
Knss opts not to do the stage.
Rowdy's entering stage 2 right now. And decides to do a little skip.
Knss with a much better stage 4. Oh, sorry, 3, not 4. Goes into 4. See if they can one-shot.
Rowdy's currently going into stage 4.
Doesn't opt for the skip in stage 4, and that's a comp. That is a improve on their PR. It's a 111.48. First time on the board.
Rowdy coming up towards the end here. Kind of moves down a little bit, but gets a 108.66.
Oh, that's close. If I had the 8, honestly.
Tortuga is definitely feeling the pressure now. Definitely needs to get a comp in, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I'm not going to lie. Looks like we got a $33 donation from Insane.
Both an insane surfer and insane for donating.
Yeah. And to quote Finn, Insane dono. So the name and message on end credits actually is expiring today. So today's the last day that you can redeem it. Since Randy needs to actually make the screens. So gonna need a day. Yeah. Randy has given me permission to leak a little bit of info on this. All I'm gonna say is the end show, which has already been mentioned before, is gonna be absolutely insane, and there's some glowing stuff going on without leaking too much. Rowdy's currently minus 0.1. Apparently Lucy just said something.
All sideways on Surf Haze.
Yeah.
Knss made it to S3 recently, and then bonked their feet on going to the downward section of it. Just unfortunate.
I think Tortuga is trying to go for the one shot now because I keep seeing them reset quite a bit.
I wouldn't mind that play for on the second map when he was down, but at the moment with no comp,
Tortuga is not. It doesn't appear to be skipping any of the ramps. Definitely just needs to get something down at this point. Entering stage 3 here. Doing a little bit of crouch action. Just for confirmation, the Gauntlet is not a yearly thing, but the end of year charity event is becoming a yearly thing. So it does switch up year to year.
what did we have last year?
Last year was 2v2s.
The one I didn't get to play in.
Yeah.
Knss on stage 3 again. I don't know if this is PR pace because they've got their timer set to WR. Okay, they've failed this 3.
Rowdy is on PR pace again. Minus
Really
0.1 going into stage 3. I'm gonna let Dyslexic mention that one.
Why?
Yeah, I just want to hear you say it.
Okay, so at our next incentive, or big incentive, is I think it was 9,500 or 9,000. Sorry. Okay. Is made. Dang, Louis doing maid streams until they beat Surf Anubis, which is a tier 8 map, one of the hardest, if not the hardest. So Knss is in run.
Rowdy's currently in stage 4 here.
Oh, Knss
It's like there's
kind
a
of.
big minus. Going for the
Knss.
end. Oh, and Rowdy could not do it. So, what are your thoughts on listless?
Personally, I have G1'd it, but as a map, it's too grayscale for me. My
Yeah.
eyes just can't. It doesn't like it. There's a couple of awkward stages, and
Yeah, there's definitely some
I
awkward
think,
spots.
if I remember correctly, it's either S3 or S4 with like the weird upwards ramp squares or
Yeah.
something.
Oh yeah, the square edges. That's not fun.
You just lose all units.
I believe it's stage 4. Piers, Tortuga, and Rowdy are both ready.
Knss is ready. No, it's S5.
That's 5. We're
yeah.
not remembering correctly, apparently.
Knss starting a run.
So we're currently taking a look at Tortuga here. I believe they started their run before the timer, so I don't think this is gonna count. Oh wait, no, they did reset. So
You're gonna scare the producer there, Duke.
what's that?
You're gonna scare the producer saying that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Knss already up to stage 6. They seem a lot more comfortable in this map.
Tortuga entering stage 5 right now.
Actually, I say that, but they've only just completed stage 7, for the first time.
So anything could happen here is what I'm seeing.
Well, Knss does look like they've got a one-shot if they don't muck up the end. No, they've got a one-shot at a 104.93.
So it appears Rowdy's trying to get a. I think he's going for a PR. Can't tell for sure. But definitely looking comfortable here.
Rowdy just failed on S5 by bonking her feet. Or their feet, I should say, not her. Bonking their feet.
Bonkers mentioned. Tortuga is now in practice mode.
Tortuga needs a big improve.
It seems to be checking out the next stages that they haven't been able to get to yet.
Knss on S5 again. This is where they bonked before. They're not going to bonk again. They've learnt from their mistakes.
The bonk is not good.
I don't think you want to be bonking.
No.
I'm sorry if Bonkers is here, but yeah, no, you don't want to be bonking. Kins on S7? S8, sorry. Coming up to the last stage now.
It appears Tortuga and Rowdy are both now in
With an
stage
improve,
6.
it's a 103.40 for Kins now.
Curious to
Really
see
up-
if we're gonna see a comp from Tortuga and Rowdy. Seems like they're taking their time a little bit.
I think they could be just really nervous. I
Yeah.
don't know how that feels.
Yeah, no, the nerves will definitely get to you.
Just listen to the general hum and buzz of the world.
Rowdy's currently minus on PR by 0.37. Have to see if he can put everything together and PR this map, but it appears to spine there.
Don't try to identify
So again,
sounds.
this is a staged map, unlike a staged linear, and how we're talking about in race.
Allow them to play with your eardrum. Don't judge the
Kins
sound
doesn't make the end zone, but it wouldn't have been an improve either way.
proper sounds or improper sounds. It's all just sound.
Tortuga is currently entering stage 4. I'm gonna have to see some level of comp.
Sounds coming up in your head. You simply listen to them,
Now on the weird down-up ramp with the squares.
and soon you will find
Every time I play this map, that just eats my units in a run.
outside
Yeah. You ever accidentally spine it?
Yeah.
together.
That's not fun.
Come together.
Tortuga going into stage 8. And going into stage 9, this is the final stage. And puts down the first time of a 107.42.
That's good to see. We are just waiting on a Rowdy comp now. I think if Rowdy comps, I think Tortuga is out. I don't think there's any way for Tortuga to make up as much time as they've gotten.
And I believe that was the first time Tortuga has completed the map. Rowdy's PR is about 2 seconds faster than Tortuga's time. And just drops a PR of a 104.28 from Rowdy.
That's not quicker than Kins, but it is good.
Definitely puts Rowdy into a good position here.
I do think that now applies. Yeah, so Tortuga now needs to find 2 minutes on a map that's at least a minute long, basically. If not a little, maybe about 59, 58. It is physically impossible to beat this map in less than 0 seconds.
Yeah. That'd be like a negative 1 minute time that would be needed.
Yeah, they would have had to comp the map backwards or something.
Yeah. Completes it once, going from stage 1 through 9, and then does it again 9 through 1. I'm gonna have to see if Rowdy can drop another PR.
Kins looks like they're on PR pace right now. Again, it's really hard to tell with the WR timer, but I think they are.
Yeah, you kind of have to just guess with the WR timer.
They have
Sometimes.
bonked their feet again.
Rowdy is currently on exact pace of his PR.
Because your brain will take care of that automatically.
And is now plus 0.1.
Understand anything. Just listen to the sound.
going for the reset.
At this point, it's just can Knss get a bit more time caught up on Rowdy?
As you hear sounds coming up in your head, you simply listen to them as part of the general noise going on, and soon you will find
Rowdy's currently minus 0.36 going into stage 4.
outside world and the so-called inside world come together.
Because
Has to reset.
let's face it, both Surf Hourglass and Inspire aren't very long maps.
Everything
At least Hourglass isn't. Inspire is probably about, if I remember correctly, about 40 to 50 seconds long.
I believe so.
and all you're doing is watching it.
So there's not going to be much time to be made up in that area.
I am curious if we're going to see another Rowdy PR.
Knss coming up to stage 4. I do believe... Okay, I've just cast a custard.
Yeah, how's Tortuga holding up? Seems a little bit more comfortable than earlier. About 15 seconds here. And seems like Rowdy's done.
Knss is going for another run, as in they're up to stage 4, so this will count. Surprised I haven't seen any just eatage of units off of that stage 5.
Yeah.
At least from my perspective. I don't know about the 2 in the US server.
Yeah, I didn't see really any. Could have just been when we were expecting them. They were just either already coming off that ramp or not going into it. I mean, then again, you gotta watch Knss the whole time.
Knss does not make the
Seems
end
like
zone again.
Tortuga's done. So Tortuga has been eliminated.
Knss apparently hit them monitor with their mouse. I hate doing that.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of mouse space, so I tend to smack my keyboard. That's always
How's
fun.
your thumb? How's your thumb?
It's
I was way
normally
off.
like the front of my mouse that does it.
I was way off. It's a 35.99 by Gondel. I thought it was like a 40-second map.
I feel like your like average completion is probably gonna be around 40. Like, let's see, I've completed this like twice. Yeah. Yeah, my time's like a 40-second.
Mine's a 37.99. Knss doesn't have a PR on this map.
And Rowdy has not completed this.
Oh god, we could have 2 non-completes.
This could be interesting.
Knss to get back in this just needs to comp and Rowdy not, and then comps the next map.
Yeah. Rowdy is ready. I already got a R for him.
Knss is ready. So our next incentive is Gabe doing doing 15 G1s. In a mate or cat outfit. Sorry, my bad. And it's about $47 away. So if you want to see Gabe in a cat outfit doing G1s, then that's your cue.
I'm curious if he already has the outfit.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Me neither. So I wonder if there's potential that Rowdy and Knss practice this on momentum.
I don't think Knss was looking too comfortable with the map.
All right, got confirmation from Naosu that Gabe does indeed have a cat outfit. And had painted whiskers on and everything. Rowdy resets, couldn't get around that platform.
The reason why this map feels so weird to play is the first B-hop. Basically, the way that you've got to do it is straighten out as much as you can on the bottom, because that's how you get the most units. And that's why it sucks on ping, because you just can't time it well. Yeah, so it's just really annoying on ping because you can't time it and it's such a tight space. And it doesn't seem like Knss knows about it. So we have a new incentive. Big Michael has confirmed that they'll run Rams B3 if we hit 85,000. 8,500. I don't know why.
85,000.
85,000. No, wait. Is B3? Oh, B3 is the 30-minute long one or something. Or like the 10-minute long one. It's the annoying one. I've done that. I'm rank 33 apparently.
Okay. What was your time?
A 31. Wait, a 31:14:53.
Yeah, that's pretty long.
I'm surprised Big Michael's decided to give that incentive.
Yeah. I have a feeling on this map it's gonna just be a race to see who can complete. Or just waiting for the timer to run out. Could go either way.
I'm not good with numbers apparently. When it comes to
Nope.
They both seem to be struggling to get over this wall.
Yeah, I mean that can be a little bit of a weird spot to kind of snipe up and through, which if you do it wrong is gonna mess you up and you're not gonna be able to get over the wall. I just completed this for the first time like a couple weeks ago.
It's an old map.
Yeah.
We ran in tournaments before.
I used to try to avoid this map because I was just like, nope, not doing it, not having fun here. But yeah, no, now I've gotten a couple completions on it. I'm starting to see why it tends to enter public rotation every once in a while.
It was probably more common when it came out.
Yeah,
because there wasn't as many maps. But now we've got. I'm not gonna lie, probably some better maps to play than this.
definitely. But I started surfing on Source about a year and a half ago. So the fact that it's still going up in rotation on pubs is kind of wild. It's not super frequent, but it does happen.
I think Knss gets over the wall, and they get a board here. They are on a run. Can they get to the next ramp? Yes.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see
Knss
if
has gone
Rowdy
to
can get over the
CP2.
wall. Keeps struggling with the hole.
Oh, and he Knss undershoots the angled downwards just up to CP2.
Rowdy almost gets over the wall.
Knss has gone over the wall again for the second time in a row.
Seems like
But
Knss is figuring it out.
Underflicks the next ramp and hit their feet on the floor.
This definitely is a different map to run, especially if you're not too familiar with it.
It's unintuitive because you want to stay high on the first ramp.
Yeah.
Okay, it does look like Knss has figured out how to do that wall, but still underflicks the ramp afterwards. Yeah. Knss has made it over this wall multiple times now. And I think they've just made the flick again. Yep, they're coming up to where they failed before. They just don't get enough height.
Yeah, and Rowdy laughed at the 4-minute warning that I gave him.
Disrespectful to the rules, I see. No.
I think he's just like, LOL, like, who knows, this might not happen, I don't know.
So, producer, what happens in this scenario? Just both non-comp and we go to the next map?
Maybe you are talking to yourself.
I think we will go next if neither of them comp. Knss made it over and has flicked again. They're coming back up to where they've failed multiple times. With better units this time, they have made the height. I don't know if they've got the units here. No, they don't.
Rowdy is still trying to figure out that hole in the roof.
This is like This is like what I saw when trying to look at I think it was Lordy doing the Offrender last ramp.
Yeah.
And Lock.
Rowdy is making some more progress here. You have to see what will happen. Smacks into the wall.
I think Knss figured out if you have a bit of sideways momentum going down the slide after first ramp, you get a bit more units.
Yeah.
They seem to do it a bit. Like they don't understand why, I assume. They just know that it does. My only guess.
What do you think? Are we going to see a buzzer beater here somehow?
If we do, I'd most likely think it would come from Knss, from what I've seen and heard.
Yeah.
Made it
I
over
mean,
the
Rowdy
wall.
got over the wall just now.
So has Knss. They've made it into the head surf area again,
Bind into CP3.
and they don't have the units. It looks like no. Knss is, in fact, gotten their run started.
Rowdy could not get a run in.
It's up to Knss. If Knss comps this, they effectively... Oh, never mind.
Nope.
Unlucky.
I mean, hey, there's no denying that that map was close between them.
Yeah? I think that's the first I've seen in both competitors not finish a map.
Yeah, same here, honestly. Where nobody has gotten a completion in. I mean, can't really blame them if they're not familiar with that map, and it's very difficult to learn it within 10 minutes.
Things do look a bit more promising on Hourglass because Knss does have a complete on it.
Rowdy also has a complete with a 42-47 as their PR.
Well, that's not looking good for Knss because Knss' PR is a 46-25.
Rowdy is ready.
Knss just said, I won't win, my mouse died, gotta plug it.
Knss is having all sorts of mouse issues. It appears that your mouse is now plugged in.
Ready, yep. By the way, did we actually thank Lucy for the $10?
I think we missed.
Thank you, Lucy, for the 10. That run from Rowdy does not actually
Does
matter.
not count. Yeah. Because the timer was still going down before we started. Getting some practice in, some last minute practice. I'm curious what could happen here.
Knss has gotten to near the end of the map already. Some of this map is really awkward to do, though. I will admit.
It is. Yeah, Rowdy has been resetting.
They are up onto last ramp. They are going to make the end zone. This is a comp. It's an improve. It's a 45-79 by Knss. The booster is really weird. Because sometimes you'll if you crouch it, you'll get a bunch of units. Sometimes you won't.
Yeah.
You just have to be not lucky. I guess it's just a bit of weird geometry.
Like a perfect frame type thing.
I don't know if it's frame based. I just think it's movement.
Unit?
I think it's just strafe. Probably strafe based.
Yeah. Rowdy's coming up to this grate.
Knss is also coming up to the end.
Couldn't make it onto the ramp.
Knss is faster than their PR. Why do I keep saying? They are going to make the end zone again. I think this will be an improve. They do. It's a 44-42. They did a little wiggle.
A little wiggle.
At least have fun with it.
Yeah, gotta have a little bit of fun.
you think Knss is familiar with the Wiggles?
I would guess so.
Do you think Rowdy thinks their time is counted?
No. My guess
Well, this
is
is
no.
going to be another comp and another improve. It's a 44.05 for Knss.
Ken's just PRing back to back right now.
To back. It's been 3 PRs. What's Rowdy's PR again?
Rowdy's PR is a 42.47.
So it's still about a second off. It's 1.3, I think.
Yeah. Which I can't tell if Rowdy's just trying to go for PR or what. I definitely think it would be in his best interest to just get something on the board.
Well, I'm pretty sure if Rowdy gets a time, no matter what, if it's at least within the 40s, I believe Rowdy wins.
Yeah. Coming up towards this final ramp here. And going up towards the end zone, and it does appear to be a completion with a PR with a 42.26.
Knss coming up to the end as well. Looks good. Knss improves by another second, a 43. But unfortunately, Knss has to find 17 seconds to be able to beat Rowdy. Little broomstick, I like your enthusiasm.
Rowdy just put down a 43.30, not quite enough to improve. And is now appearing to mess around.
Do you think Rowdy is watching the stream?
Potentially. Rowdy, if you're watching the stream, do a 360. Oh, he said yes. Oh, he listened to me. He did the 360.
It's been a good showing from Knss, at least with the PRs. Coming back up to the end, I don't think this PRs. They're down on units. Never mind, it ties their exact time with a 43, basically. It's a minus 0,
when that happens.
0, 0, 0, 0. I did that 3 times in a row on Boreas.
That's rough. I would be probably throwing my mouse through my monitor.
They were all like minus 0.07, like 0.07, and then I'd muck up the end a bit, and it'd be minus 0.00. I'm like, oh god dang it.
Oh, you're like, I was right there. You're already coming up towards the end here.
Someone said lock in Tortuga. Oh, Knss hits the edge of the ramp. That's not an improve.
That's rough.
Thought it was close.
Yeah, surprisingly pretty close. Uzi still has a chance. Pyro, what are your thoughts on that if you're still watching?
LilUziBird could still win from the next match, I guess. Knss coming up to the end again. Will this be another PR? It will not. It's a
But
plus 03 on their time.
Rowdy coming up towards the end here. However, I don't think this is going to be a PR. Yeah, not about a second off.
I think Rowdy's playing it safe. He could go for a PR right now.
Yeah, definitely could. But I think he's just kind of messing around at this point.
Kin's back at the end. Got a better drop down. Some units. This could be another PR coming up. Moon's the end a bit. Maybe a bit too much. Plus 01, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like what's worse, that or -0?
Well, technically speaking, they're plus 02. But
Yeah.
also plus 01 according to the surf timer. So
But what hurts more when you see that come up in the chat? I feel like plus 01 hurts a little bit more.
Yeah.
But it's just like, wow, I didn't even tie it.
They had a good drop in units. It's just they mooned the end.
Yeah. Probably messed up the end drop there.
Kings with some good units on CP1. Down on their PR. At least. Doesn't look like they've got as many units as they would coming down to the drop here. But they are quite far down on their PR. They could PR again. Doesn't moon this time. Has units. PRs are 4268. That is
We've got about 30 seconds left here.
scarily close to Rowdy's. Thank you, Giggles, for the 50.
Absolutely huge.
So we should be able to see Gabe
last
in a
run,
cat
too.
outfit. Going for G1s. We'll quickly check if they want an interview real quick. Kins uses the momentum mod tag, so I assume they practice on momentum mod a lot.
I would guess so.
Hello.
So,
Hello.
how was the? How did you guys feel in the match?
Mouse issues.
I'm
I
guessing
was going against one guy with mouse issues and one guy who wanted to go to Costco, so
I'm guessing you guys didn't get much practice with how last minute this was.
yeah, I didn't get any really for the map, like the pre-pool maps.
Yeah.
That map Inspired took me out.
I mean, neither you or Kins got a Inspire. So
Yeah.
So
Tortuga.
yeah, Inspire's kind of
Wait.
rough, especially if you don't know it and you're trying to learn it within those 10 minutes.
Is Tortuga speaking?
Oh, no, I wasn't talking.
Okay, it's just background noise. Okay.
Who was supposed to talk?
Oh no, I was just wondering because Tortuga's mic was lighting up. That's all.
Oh,
It happens.
Speech ready? Do you have a speech, Kins?
yes, I do. I had fun. It was great. That's my speech. That's everything I have to say.
I
Can we
did
get a
notice that
round
you
of
guys-
applause for that? That was a great speech.
Thank you
was
so
I
a
did-
much.
Speech.
I did notice that you guys were in VC together.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just trash talking.
What was the trash talk like then?
I don't know if it's stream friendly. Kins was
Oh,
being
okay.
a little.
Yeah.
Okay, then don't say then.
Finn has a good question here. Were you guys nervous because this was your first
Yeah.
event?
100%.
Definitely on Inspire because I didn't know the map. So just knowing you're being spec'd on like learning a map feels like shit. But
Yeah.
I felt like
And
a garbage knowing I couldn't do the third map. It wasn't the third map. It was the last map. I think.
Hourglass.
Yeah.
No.
It was Steph and
the
Spire.
map-
Oh yeah, Inspire.
That tier 2 map.
Yeah.
It is an interesting map.
So a big question I like to ask when it's like your first event, after you guys got your first runs in, did it feel like a big weight came off your shoulders? And John with the $50 donation.
I feel like that more for like the one shot, but I think Derpus had put up a slow run first, and it doesn't really like take the weight off your shoulders yet.
Yeah.
Derpus is interesting because there's a lot of time to gain and a lot of time to lose at the same time.
I figured I want to say I think that's one of my only group 3s on KSF, so that's why I picked that one.
So that was your pick. Your competitors have you to blame for that one.
Yeah, I think I did like 3.5 minutes on that one.
Kins, I banned Curious. Kins would have won if we got Curious. I think he's the only one who can beat that map.
Yeah, no.
It's a lovely map.
Unfortunately, the scam didn't happen. I also think we got a 50 from John as well.
Yeah. I said it.
Oh, you did? I guess I'm blinking.
I think Dyslexics a little tired. Is that it for questions?
I don't have any specific.
Yeah. I mean, me neither.
Any final words, I guess?
Yeah, final words.
I got nothing. Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Thanks for this event, and thanks to the people who donated. I guess that's what I'm supposed to say.
GG's.
Yeah.
GG's.
Thank you for playing.
Yeah. Thanks for playing. I had a good time casting your match.